So I have a couple Warhammer essentials to go over. This will be useful for single player and multiplayer at the same time. So starting off, we have the Debug Camera, which allows you to zoom out as far as you want. Obviously, this is very useful. And if you want to set it up, there is a video link in the description, which will describe everything you need to know. So next up are the unit icons and the highlighted effect that I have on my units at all times. So if you hold space, you can see a variety of options along the side. These locked icons on the right mean that these are on even if you're not holding the space bar. So over here, selection markers will show the yellow effect, and you can customize this as you want. But I find that the highlighted markers and the unit type are most important, since you can much more easily spot units on the battlefield, and you can also see that the unit is a regiment of renown. Next up, a couple army movement tricks. For your deployment, you can spread out your infantry as wide as possible and then use Alt drag to move them into position. This can be done extremely quickly, and it means that you don't have to set them up one unit at a time. For your skirmishers, this can be useful in battle if you want to make sure that they stay out of each other's way, since your skirmishers can block line of sight with each other. It's generally a good idea to spread them out. So by using Alt drag, you can spread them out fairly easily. And if I want to reposition them into a better area, I can hold Alt and Control to move and pivot them into whichever position they are needed. This will make sure that they never group up on top of each other and can be quite useful. Now you might be wondering why I don't just use the group lock feature instead, which has a similar effect, and that is because when I'm moving my entire army, I can use the Alt and drag together without having to ruin my hotkey setup. These are just a set of fairly simple and essential tips that you should know, but I'll be going into more complicated topics as I release more Tide of Battle videos. So stick around if you want to see more of that.